Where
You gotta
going?
have the red nose.
I don't.
Paul.
Why?
Do it. You gotta be Stephen Colbert.
Here we go.
Everybody peer pressure them.
Previously,
Holy shit, guys! I heard it this time. Okay. So last session, Avier turned into a dark spirit as you guys yeeted out of the spirit world after your encounter with the evil looking eyeball spirit dude. Back in the Bender's plane, you noticed that there were more police patrolling the streets. You went to find a location to have a funeral for Rainbow. After the funeral, you went to visit Jim, where on the way there you saw a hole blown out of City Hall, and discovered that someone planted a bomb in the president's office that was uncovered by an assistant, as well as that Nezrin, a politician, confessed for being responsible of Councilwoman Lyra's death. After going to interrogate him, you learn that the white-haired woman asked him who got in the way of his good deeds, and then set off to kill her. And that the white-haired woman eats at Green Eating. She's a vegan. Going over there to investigate, you talked with the waitress Nova, who told you that Torin says that she lives nearby in the Dragon Flats borough. You then headed to the docks in order to be there for the president's arrival around afternoon. President Geneva wasn't attacked when she hit shore, but Táoqì, you spotted a figure in the distance. And that is what happened last time. So the dock, so you guys are sitting in this noodle shop, and you're looking out towards the sea. Towards the right is where, oh my, can y'all stop talking? Okay. Towards the right is where the president's ships landed. But even further right is where Táoqì spotted the figure, too far away to make out who it was, but it's on a hill towards the right.
And that's what happened.
So am I aware that this is like a suspicious figure, or am I just seeing a figure?
It's suspicious because it's looking over the president's arrival, and there's no one else around it. It doesn't seem like a location where people usually are. It's kind of just a hill towards the right of the docks.
Huh. I'm gonna check it out. That's not sitting right with me.
Okay.
I don't know if I should tell the others. Yeah, I think I might keep it to myself.
Okay. You gonna start walking towards it?
Yeah, I'll start walking.
Roll another perception check for me as you get closer. Okay. You can't quite make out like who it is, but you start getting like the color of their clothes becomes more apparent. You start seeing like a blue color as the figure slumps to the ground.
I'd like to keep approaching, but as subtly as possible, so as not to scare them away or think
Rather
I'm
selfish.
trailing them.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Let's see.
Hmm. All right.
My big earthy feet.
Um, Táoqì, you hear a voice. Sounds like it's right next to you, but when you look, there's no one there. And you would recognize it as the white-haired woman's voice saying, "Where are your friends?"
Where are you? I don't see you.
And you see the figure in the distance. It sort of starts to lift off the ground.
You know what? My friends are back there, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna like start speed walking back to the noodle place.
Okay. you make it back. She doesn't say anything after that.
Okay, guys. So there may or may not be a floating white-haired woman after me.
I've already got my bow out.
Where?
She's to the right of the docks.
I'm in punching stance.
Target
just-
practice.
I didn't get this good feeling about this person I saw, and I got a little closer. And I'm pretty sure it's her. We have to go now.
White hair, airbender, she's floating. Yeah, let's go.
All right, are you all walking over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Okay,
faster than walk.
Okano is gonna hear this and just continue eating his noodles as you guys exit the establishment.
Slurping the last of my broth before we go. Just a hearty.
Since everyone is going, everybody roll perception as you head closer.
Oh no.
A perception.
Why am I a baby?
Paul, I've never seen someone roll as bad as you. Like every single time you've rolled, it's been below 10.
That
like
one.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh!
I also want to point out to the people who are in Tay's campaign, this is now 2 instances of someone hearing a voice in their head and not telling anyone.
Yeah.
But see, this one has a message for you all. Okay, so, none of you really see anything besides, did I say blue? Because I meant green. Green
Oh.
clothing, on this figure that's floating as you're nearing it. Arvine,
Mm-hmm.
that, it seems familiar as you're getting closer.
Arrow is knocked.
You guys get about to 30 feet away from this figure, and when you get there, you notice that it is Ella, who currently has a ball of air surrounding her head, and a couple more feet behind her is the white-haired woman who says, "Nuh-uh, stay back unless you want me to get rid of the last bit of air she has left." And as she says this, she's pretty far away, but it sounds like she's right next to you.
Oh god. Sound manipulation.
Do you guys keep going?
We all heard that message?
Mm-hmm.
Arvine, what the fuck?
Arvine, like, he's hyper fucking focused right now.
Well, I'm just gonna be like, what do you want? Why?
You're making a habit of getting in the way of my plans, and not that I don't enjoy our talks, but I have a job to do. So this is going to be my last warning. I don't want to kill you, but if you interfere again, I will.
God fucking damn it.
I have a
phone.
question.
My ass.
Yeah. What is it?
Can I shoot two arrows at the same time?
You sure can try.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use both my spirit shots if possible.
Okay.
I want to banish Ella,
Oh.
and I want to curve an arrow to hit the white-haired woman if I can find her.
Okay. Roll your attacks.
Okay. Well, one of them is an attack, and that's the banishing arrow, and the other is a dexterity save. Because hold on, where is it? It's seeking arrow. There we go.
Okay.
I mean, I can roll an attack if you'd prefer, though. That's fine.
Dex save. Oh, okay. So, Arvine, you shoot. Which arrow do you shoot first? Or do
I
you
shoot the
them both at
banishing
the same
arrow
time?
at Emma if I have to choose which one goes first, but I'm going to aim the banishing arrow and then airbend the other arrow because I don't care where it starts going.
Okay.
If I can shoot them at the same time.
The banishing arrow connects. And Ella pops out of the dimension. The other arrow, however, goes right back to you. And now I need you to make a dex save. Okay. You hear the white-haired woman sigh. She says, I told you this was my last warning. And then she starts running away.
I've had enough people die because I did the wrong thing. We got to get to Ella right now.
Okay.
And probably at about that time she pops back in, right?
Yep.
um
Ella pops back into existence. Her skin is like white, and her skin is white, and she's gasping for air even after the minute that she spent in the spirit world. She looks like on death's door.
Can I heal her?
You can.
Okay. I'm gonna give her a cure wounds.
She sort of takes a longer breath of air and says, thank you. Who was that?
Some bitch.
A crazy lady.
Eh. Hey, Ella,
Yeah?
how much money do you have saved up right now? I know you have some.
I don't have any on my person.
No, that's fine. Where did she find you?
I was in my apartment.
Okay, that's what I thought. Get a new one. Don't put the new one under your name, please.
Okay. Yeah. She starts going.
I'll try and
through
help.
her
I'll try and
head,
help pay for it if I can, but I don't know where I'll be.
trying to see how much money she has.
No. If she knows where you live, she told us that she won't show mercy. So we need to get you,
The fuck out of here.
yeah, out of her influence if we can.
I could stay with my parents. And Bossing say, I don't really have enough money for a new apartment right now.
Okay.
And I'd say right now that seems like a better option than staying here.
Yeah, everything's going screwy, Ella. I'm sorry. I didn't want this to happen. I'm not the best one to make these kind of decisions, but I've seen her do shit that I have only seen my masters able to do. It's wherever you can be safe and hidden. I would recommend that, but you know me. I'm just silly old Arvine. But if she knew about you, she'll probably know about the others. Can you get to Jim?
Yeah.
And
I'll
Steve?
let the
Okay.
others know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll tell you about it later.
You better. I almost
Yeah,
died
no.
because of it.
Yeah. Well, long story short, she's the one who killed the politician, and we're pretty sure she made the bomb. So, that's her. And she knows who you are.
Are you gonna tell the police about it?
Yeah, we have. But we don't know her real name. She's used aliases. Please stay safe.
I will.
Okay.
She's still kind of weak, but she's able to walk.
I'm helping her.
Imagine after that, she's shook as fuck.
Yeah.
She's answering your questions to the best of her ability, but yeah, she has a far off look in her eyes.
I'll help her get to her feet.
Okay. Are you guys heading to Jim, I'm assuming, or Steve?
Yes. I'm going to direct everyone to do that. If everyone follows or not is up to you guys.
Yeah, are we bringing Ella with us?
Yeah.
I'll help her walk if she needs it.
So as you guys are walking, the patrolling around the touristy area has kind of died down. And as you pass City Hall, you'll notice that there is now a very heavy perimeter surrounding the building.
Question.
Yes.
Were there no like cops or anything that saw that?
No.
Naturally, they're inept. Of course, they couldn't get a confession out of an innocent man.
They're all currently surrounding City Hall or helping the president. Yeah, like City Hall is surrounded by police vehicles and police. There's people on rooftops kind of looking over it. It is heavily guarded, so you all assume that the president is in City Hall somewhere. I'm sorry, my brother
Just go kill him.
Playing music in the bathroom that's right next to me, and it's distracting me.
Derek!
Okay. You make it to Jim's. He opens the door as you knock. He's still sick, hasn't been long. But he sees Ella and he immediately gets to work. He tells you guys to set her on the couch as he goes to his bathroom to get a med kit.
Hey, God.
Yep.
Is there witness protection?
No.
Oh, I could have sworn there was.
Remember when I said the cops are inept?
The cops all answer to the president. And the president right now is under witness protection by most of the force. So
Okay. So Ella, you okay to explain the situation? I can't help but think she's going that lady's going to do more evil things right now.
yeah, I'm good. You
Okay.
guys should kick her ass.
It's a
You
fucking
bet your
plan.
sweet Bippy will do that.
I sure hope we can.
I give her a hug before we head out, if we're gonna head out.
Jim goes to hug you and then forgets that he's sick and steps back and kind of just waits.
I'm gonna hug him anyways. I'm gonna blow wind away from me the entire time, but I'm gonna hug him anyways.
Roll a Constitution.
No sneezes. You have the common cold. Disadvantage on everything.
You're good. Yeah. As you go outside of Jim's apartment, there is not a lot of commotion going on. It is eerily quiet across the city. The only sounds you can hear are the police force surrounding City Hall.
Is it like unnaturally quiet or just like
It's
eerie
yeah,
quiet?
both. Everyone's kind of staying indoors. There's not a lot of shops open anymore. The noises that you would hear are from radios or TVs. Just the news telling everyone to stay inside.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's very worried about this murderer that the police don't know who they are.
Understandable.
Yeah. So where do you guys think we should go?
Did anyone see where the woman took off? In what direction?
She ran away from the ports, but she had enough cover to where you wouldn't know where she went.
I mean, she seems smart enough to know not to make a move at the area literally surrounded by the entire police force. But also, she might have balls enough
Yeah, I
to
was
do
gonna
that.
say she might be arrogant enough too.
Where would the
So let's all
crazy
put
air-
ourselves in the shoes of a sociopathic airbender.
What time is it?
It's afternoon, like late
yeah.
afternoon, right? Not like 3 or 4 or something like that.
It's like 6-ish.
It's almost evening
Well, then she might be going for dinner.
then.
I mean, you're right. She definitely could be.
Yeah, she also could be sitting down to take a shit.
We going to the vegan place?
Are you?
I don't know. Are we, guys?
It
Could.
wouldn't hurt to scope it out.
Okay.
I mean, it could hurt to scope it out, but you know.
I
Well-
mean,
Arvine's not this smart, but Taylor thinks that since it sounds like the police are being amplified sound-wise, it's her focus is probably over there. But Arvine's stupid, so
I don't think after that stunt, she'd go and sit down in one place long enough to eat.
Well, maybe she's where the police are.
I don't like that
goods.
slurp.
Just I like this thinking process that's going on. It's very entertaining for me.
Meanwhile, Shay's cackling to herself like, little do you all know, she actually did sit down to take a shit.
I mean, everyone's
Actually, in
gotta.
my notes.
Quick, everyone search every fucking bathroom you can find.
Well,
She's gotta be down for a solid 5 minutes at least.
The question is, how gay is she?
What, are you gonna make Kaja flirt with her?
No, I'm
Perception
wondering
check. How
how
gay
much
is she?
she's going after that waitress.
Yeah.
Oh.
How interested is she?
should we bring her along?
I don't know if we should let her know we're
We've
kind of
got the
hunting.
love of your life. Give up the antics and we'll let her go.
That's called kidnapping. So I don't
Yeah, let's not kidnap anyone, please.
Not if we ask her.
Would you kindly come along with us?
I mean, maybe if we paid her, she'd come along, but like, I don't know about you.
She's not
But
an escort. She's a waitress.
would you
Yeah,
just
she's
come
a
with
waitress.
some-
She doesn't get paid much.
Yeah. I don't know if I would leave my job just because
These-
someone asked me to when I
These
need
are
money.
trying times.
Oh, I would leave my job.
For a waitress in Central City.
How's she gonna make rent if she leaves?
God damn it. I was trying to think of something that Arvine would say, and he should have said, "So Nova, huh?" Like, immediately upon seeing Ella was in danger, but too little too late.
Time travel, quick! Hey, let that girl go! So what's the move then? Because the longer we sit here on our asses, the more time she has to be
My
a
gut-
dick.
My gut still says president, but Arvine, I don't know.
Well, there's the president, the vegan place, some place that just doesn't have police, so it's easier to hide.
We
Táoqì
could
would say
Scooby-Doo
president,
and
too.
split up.
At the rate of incompetence of these police.
Yeah. They are pretty fucking dumb.
So we're going to police.
Show of hands, who wants to go to the police headquarters?
You're going to the
wait,
headquarters, or are
wait.
you going
Or-
to City Hall?
What's it?
City
It's
Hall.
a city hall.
Rather,
Okay.
what I meant.
Yeah, there.
All right.
All in favor, say aye.
You still don't have a
Me.
car, so you're walking over there.
Probably say more running.
Sure.
I don't know
Uh,
where we are.
It's a bit far away. I don't know if you could run the whole way, but
We were at the ports, and then I don't know where we went.
White woman power walking.
you went to Jim's place, which is over here.
Oh my god, that's
Alright.
so far.
And now you're walking back. That's why it was 6 o'clock by the time you were at Jim's place. So, you make your way to City Hall.
As we're walking there, I'm like, we really should have kept the zombie's car.
Yeah,
It's
shoulda,
a-
woulda, coulda.
It's about an
What would
hour's walk there. As you get there, the police notice you immediately. There's like a perimeter. One of them goes on a car radio. You know, whoop. As they spot you and they say, citizens are advised to stay in their homes.
I don't live here.
Hard to stay in a home that you don't have. I think it goes without saying, but that was not in character. I am not going to badmouth the police unless I need to.
No one is allowed in or out of this perimeter. Please turn around.
Arvine does a spin.
I mean, I guess.
You guys walking back.
Haru
We're not
would
trying to
comply.
get in. We just need the word out that some white-haired woman tried to kill our friend.
At that,
And then I'll spin around, pirouette.
you're whoop. All right, step forward, and you actually notice this male police person is the guard that was guarding the spirit wilds earlier. As he
Oh.
walks up to you and he's like,
The one who
"Oh, hey
we slipped
guys,
by.
Oh, hey.
did you find your dog?"
Sore topic.
Oh, I'm sorry. And he like leads you guys to the perimeter.
Of all things, it could have said.
He the diplomat.
And he kind of gestures to the guy that was on the speaker. He doesn't seem to look like the police captain, although he has a couple more badges on his shirt. And he nods at you guys and says, "You have information on our suspect?"
I mean, I don't know what we have that you don't. We know she likes to eat at green eating. She's got white hair and she is willing to kill.
The rookie that you guys encountered earlier is standing next to this gentleman, and he's like scribbling furiously on a on a notepad as you guys are talking.
Likes to kill in all caps, 3 underlines.
What's
Exactly.
What's the name of that politician that got murdered?
Lyra.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should also mention that she murdered,
Yeah.
the woman.
Did we not tell them that before?
Oh yeah,
She's
I
a-
was there.
She's an
The
airbender, and
shots
she's
up.
a powerful one at that.
An airbender, huh?
She knows the forbidden arts.
You guys have encountered her before?
Yes.
Sadly.
Yes.
What
Do you
spell
know
is
what
it?
her name is, where she's from, where
All we
she's
know,
staying?
she goes by a lot of aliases.
She
We've heard
lives on-
Torin, we've heard Roshni, and we know she may or may not live in the Dragonflats boroughs. Miss Torin Roshni.
The Dragonflats. And he kind of motions for the rookie cop to go away for a moment, and he puts his finger up and says, "A second, please." And the rookie cop goes and off into the crowd of police people, looking for someone. He comes back and says, "There is a mention of a Tauren living in Dragonflats Borough, but it's that they're on vacation currently. She's in Ember Island right now. So I mean, I have the address right here. She might be using her apartment." And he's kind of scribbles it down, and the captain looks at the information. Not the captain, the older
Rookie.
police person. Looks at the information and kind of glances around at the police force and says, "Well, if she's as dangerous as you say, I'd rather not leave the president alone. I can't really expend any people to check this out." And he rips out the notes from the rookie's notebook, and the rookie kind of looks a little sad at that, but he hands the paper to Aki and says, You mind checking this out for me?"
Can I, out of curiosity, can I get a bead on like the intentions of this cop? If they're altruistic or
Roll an insight check. he seems to be, doing his job as decently as he can with the little information that he has. And he seems a bit unsure of what to do.
Gotcha. I mean, guys, I'm gonna hold the paper between my fingers and be like, you down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, anyway,
Is
we
there-
could get
are
a
there
ride
any-
because we've done a lot of running.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the police!
Perfect.
There's a ride.
That's the sound of the police.
I can't really lend you a
Sure,
police
you glad
vehicle.
I'm giving you sound effects here.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I can't really lend you guys a police vehicle.
What
Not
about
even
our
an
what about our
escort?
buddy here? Gesture to the guy we met at the spirit portal.
He's also not trusted to ride a police vehicle.
I just have an image of him like damn near crashing a fucking cop cruiser into the spirit portal.
And the guy kind of like scratches the back of the head, but he's like, yeah.
Would you trust someone who's safely driven this automobile for a week?
What if we show him the badge? What if we show him Michael's badge?
Look, I'm not supposed to be lending police vehicles. But I guess I could ask my captain.
Okay. Do you guys know the politician that confessed to doing the murders and then confessed to not doing it? It was saw it on the
Nesri.
news. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Which officer got the confession?
Which officer? He went straight to the captain.
Okay. So
And
the captain didn't get that he was innocent.
No, this rookie here told the captain as soon as you guys were done interrogating him.
Okay. All right. Yep. That tracks. All right.
He says
waiting
I'll
here?
ask my captain, but he sends the rookie off again. To
Oh,
go
I'll
see.
ask the rookie to ask the captain.
and he kind of sits back, his arms crossed.
I like to
Looking at-
imagine the rookie is just super fucking enthused about being able to do things. He's like running
Yeah,
up to the captain and he's like, and these kids and the white-haired woman and they don't and they want to. Oh!
What do we
he,
want?
Like, excitedly jogs away, being told to do things.
This guy's a bottom. The rookie's a bottom.
This older cop is looking at you all. And eventually the
I
rookie
also like
comes
to
back.
imagine Táoqi's still Boo Boo the Fool.
While
Oh.
he's looking at us, I'm going to just like stare him in the eyes, and I want to insight check this motherfucker.
Okay.
Of course, it's a non-combat roll.
Okay. Did you have to say that? Okay. So. Yeah, he seems like he's doing his job.
Damn, he's a good
has-
cop.
He hasn't been lying to you. He's
I give him a nod and a smile. Then
just doing the best that he can right now.
Arvine's just like unblinking, mean mugs him, eyes him up, and then he's just like
it's
gives him the wink and a smile.
it's
Finger
the
guns.
Thor like, I like this one.
Eventually the rookie comes back. This time he's accompanied by the police captain.
Oh shit!
Um,
Fuck.
It's
Give her a sardonic regal bow.
What the fuck does
From my
sardonic
sir-
mean? Don't
Yeah.
use
I
big
have-
words.
I have one.
it's a she.
I have a question.
Regal bow.
Are we still wearing our disguises?
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean-
you never took them off.
My disguise is literally just some glasses and my fucking coat tied around my waist. Like,
I just got a
I'm
different
casual.
look. Yeah, I
I'm
also look normal.
surprised we're being taken seriously with Táoqì here.
Boo Boo the Fool, the Groucho
Yeah.
Marx glasses.
I mean, with
Fucking-
these rolls.
um so the police captain, she gives you all a once over and says you can have a vehicle. She's got long brown hair. She's wearing airbending attire. And she's got like the if you saw Legend of Korra, the last season, their like force of airbender attire to match with the police force. And she's got her captain's badge on,
Oh.
and she gives you a set of keys and points to a car that's literally right next to you. She says, you can have the Rickies."
Oh.
And the Ricky's like nodding excitedly.
Hop in, kids. We're going shopping. Someone
Good thing it's
pull
not
up
a
Google Maps. I
Good
don't
thing
know
it's
where
not a
things
fire
are.
truck. I like the fucking Arvine. If it was a fire truck, the whole way he'd be pulling the fucking horn like.
And side note, whenever I came up from my very deep bow,
Mhm.
I look at her and then kind of use a little bit of prestidigitation to adjust my Newsies hat
Mhm.
so that it's properly out of my face.
She's surprisingly like really friendly for a police captain. She's been smiling this whole time, and she's giving you the car.
Does that look familiar at all?
Roll a history check.
Nope.
Nope.
Wait, Airbender, hold on.
I'm a criminal. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Arvine, you would recognize her, just because she would stop by from where you grew up and you learning airbending, and you know her as Iki.
All right. Cool.
She is the daughter of Tenzin, who you also.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Shit. What's
You
how do
know.
spell Iki?
Iki.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I heard the name and I was like, that can't be. Oh, it is.
It is.
It is. She looks. Is that all you guys need? I heard you were helping along.
No, I think that should be it, Iki. I appreciate it so much. We should
That's
catch up.
Captain Iki to you.
Captain Iki, we should catch up. It's been a while. So, Dragon Flats? Anybody?
She walks away as you turn to talk to your friend, and she's kind of mumbling. I hope this finishes quickly. I need to get back to my wife. And she walks back into the crowd of police.
Okay. Before anyone in the party can say anything, I'm calling shotgun.
Priorities.
Okay. Why are we going to the Dragonflats?
You got
'Cause
the
we got the
address
address
of
for-
Torin.
A Torin,
Okay.
a person named Torin's apartment.
Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming you're heading over there.
Put that into the Future Industries global positioning system.
They just look through their books. They don't have. They don't have that.
They don't have
technology.
satellites. Oh my god.
No.
What
Okay.
the fuck? What about the
So-
Future Industries Space Program?
Not yet. Not yet.
No,
Next
that's
campaign.
10 years.
So you head over to the Dragon Plattsboro, and you come across this fairly nice looking apartment complex. It has a gate, at the front.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Torin's a bougie bitch.
Seeing the
Fucking gated
police
community.
vehicle, they let you in.
Fools.
I tip my Newsies cap.
The lady.
Milady. It's a really nice looking apartment complex. There's a pool with a hot tub next to it.
Oh, shit.
There's two buildings kind of surrounding the pool.
When we
Um,
save the world and we're fucking loaded, let's move here.
Yeah, remind me to get out of law enforcement. It doesn't pay well.
You're in law enforcement?
We are now.
Oh, now I see. Mm-hmm.
I'll say by the time that you get there, it's like 7-ish. It's so the sun's starting to set. It looks really nice. You head into building 2, which is where the address states that she's in. It's got really wide hallways, and it even has an elevator, and you guys go in and you step out. It smells clean. Everything's so
It
nice and
smells
polished.
fancy.
You almost see like a sparkle in the wall as you
Holy
start
shit, how the fuck do
walking.
you polish wallpaper?
Um, and you make it to Torin's apartment complex. And oh, I forgot. Okay, you get the key from the receptionist. Okay, and you go in.
Oh,
In
so we're
the
not busting down the door.
That'd be
The
kinda
apartment
rude.
is very bougie. As
CCPD, open up!
it's got a nice lavish purple couch. It's with a nice like glass coffee table. The living room is connected to the kitchen by an island. It's open rooms, and there's a door that you assume leads to the bedroom, but it's closed right now. Right next to the door as you enter is an airbending staff.
I take it.
Oh.
There's also actually roll investigation checks. That's all I'm gonna say. You're exploring this apartment.
There's also a menacing shadow in the corner of the room.
Oh god. One of us
Ooh,
dies
new
on the
staff.
spot.
Okay. Agi, you notice that it looks like it's been lived in recently. There's an indent on the couch. It's not as clean as the outside. There's like some mail sitting on the table. Táoqì, Arvine, you guys notice an unfinished plate of food next to the sink. In the fridge. The fridge seems to be stocked up with food as well.
What kind of food?
Is it vegan food?
There are eggs there. As well as milk.
Well,
In the bedroom, you guys notice that the bed isn't made. There's a bunch of clothes from different airbending nations all over the room, very untidy. Haru and Kaja, you notice that in the bedroom on like a desk, there's a piece of paper that looks like it was recently written on. And on this paper, there is a list of names that you would recognize.
Oh no.
Some of them are crossed off, others aren't. Then from the names that are crossed off, you recognize the people that died in Sun Warrior City, as well as Councilwoman Lyra. You see President Geneva's name towards the bottom of the list, the second to last name on the list. But there's a not now kind of scribbled next to it frantically, and underneath President Geneva you would recognize is Renzin J, the CEO of Spirit Tech, and it has like a star to the left of it.
Oh.
So I have strips of paper and writing things, right? Because my arrows, my
Yeah.
little notes to Klee.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that. Actually, no. I'm just gonna take the list.
You're gonna
I'm
take
gonna
the
make sure
list?
that. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that that list is. Oh, no, never mind. He's gonna think about taking the list, and then he's gonna sit it down and write every single letter on a note for my arrow.
With your 18 investigation, no, there isn't.
But did she check under the bed?
So you're saying if I
You
had
checked
rolled a
under
nat
the
20,
bed.
I would have found one.
You would have
I
found
will
the truth
neither
about whether or
confirm
not there
nor
was.
deny those accusations.
The evidence is not present.
The evidence is not precedence.
The evidence is the
You
president.
didn't find one. You also didn't search every crevice, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there may or may not be one. Schrodinger's
Schrodinger's
strap.
strap.
Yeah, I used Schrodinger last session.
Any fun spells? No.
I do wish that would have you rolled a nat 20, but it's fine.
I
Ooh,
investigate
that's so
again. No.
Wait.
List of names is. I mean, is that being pointed out to us?
Yeah.
Arvine took the list of names, or
No, he would have just sat there and written down every name, as they appeared on there.
Well.
Copied
This
it.
is not good at all.
Do we know where the Spirit Tech CO is?
No.
you do know that they have a branch here in Republic City. You don't know where it's located.
Last we saw, he was at the pro bending thingy-majiggy.
Well, if she's not going for the president right now, she might be going for him instead.
She very well could be.
Okay. What?
What?
You sound like you're about to say something.
I was, and then I realized I didn't have the words.
Oh, fair enough.
You should know that my mouth moves a hell of a lot faster than my mind does.
Same.
Well, if we found all we could find here, we should start looking for, the CEO. Tell someone about it.
You also haven't eaten
Tell an
since
adult.
breakfast.
I thought we got lunch.
We
You-
got
just had
it
noodles.
was like
you
brunch.
got noodles, but it was like noon. So yeah, you got lunch.
I mean, we could get dinner, I guess.
We could go back to the vegan place.
Phew, there we go. Now we have a reason.
Oh, that place was
Very
so
expensive.
expensive.
Let's go to a cheap sandwich place and order one appetizer to share.
Let's get the appetizer sampler.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are you guys going to green eating?
After we go to, whatever the equivalent of like Subway is or something.
Spubby. Eat free.
Okay. I'll say
Central
you're not
Welcome to
gonna get
Donway.
anything close to your price range in the Dragonflat Borough, but if you go back to the touristy area, then you can. You're just driving around with a whoop 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 with your police car.
Who's mixing
Getting
beat for the public?
My
getting
brain,
some Subway.
my brain told me that the Central City equivalent of Subway would be Central City subs.
It's Republic City.
Republic City, whatever. Fuck off. Brain no work good.
Our subs are free. Wait. No,
No.
that's not how this works.
They're not free. Do you go to Subway and get free subs? It's just over. For
That depends on
sandwich.
what you bring to Subway.
I was gonna say
I
depends
mean,
on
I've
who's
never
working.
I've never brought a police cruiser to Subway.
It's 2 silver for a sandwich. If you get the all-inclusive sub, then it's 3 silver.
Gonna spend that 3 silver.
Load it up. I'm a
Ham,
hungry
and
boy.
a ham and cheese sub.
Can't save the world on an empty stomach.
Okay. When you guys head back to green eating, you're going to see Nova is heading to a saddlemobile,
Oh.
exiting the restaurant.
Kaja, now's your chance. Get her number.
No. I don't know. I guess I'll
I can-
go up to her.
I can
Or-
flip the siren. I can do it just boop,
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Just whoop.
whoop, whoop.
We're gonna pull her over?
She drops her keys, looks at the police vehicle. She's very scared.
Guys, it's mean.
No, you're good. We just wanted to say hi.
Oh, hello. You caught me just after work.
Yeah, kind of looking for your friend again. Is that okay? Actually, hold on. I promised I wouldn't do the talking, and I look at Kaja just with a wry smile.
Oh,
Yeah.
Torin, she came by earlier.
I told you.
Well, you should have spoken up when we were deciding where to
I
go.
can't. My throat is so swollen. I'm
Then type, motherfucker.
You have a keyboard.
Listen, I asked the important question, which was the strap. And that's all I needed.
So ask Nova.
Yeah, that's a little personal. I don't know about that.
So all we wanted to know about Torin was, does she have a strap? Is she top? What?
I'm gonna put my hands a certain distance apart, and you tell me when it's.
And you tell me when. Hands start together and slowly move apart.
What does that mean?
We're trying to gauge the size.
Oh my god.
Anyways, did she say anything to you?
No.
Nothing.
Do I believe her?
Roll an insight check. You can tell that she's not telling the whole truth.
Hey, what is Torn up to these days? What does she do for a living? For money? She lives in that pretty fancy apartment, right?
Yes. Mhm. You can see Nova starts sweating. She goes down to pick up her keys, brings them close to her.
I'm usually not this good at like this kind of stuff, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, no, we didn't mean to scare you. We still don't, but
Scare me.
well, I mean, sorry, the whole siren thing. A bit, yeah, sorry, didn't mean to startle.
Yeah.
But how do I put this? Do you know where Torn is right now?
No.
Can I insight check that one?
Same.
Yeah.
Big same. Wow.
Uh. That is. She's telling the truth.
You really
Yeah, you kind of like blanked
fucked
there.
right there.
God.
God, are you out there? It's me, also God.
Arvine, you could tell that she's telling the truth. She does not know where
Okay.
she is.
All right. Well, sorry to intrude. Thanks for for your answers. Just kind of.
No problem.
Tip the hat.
She starts like fumbling with her keys as she's trying to get into her automobile.
Okay.
Judging by her personality, she seems to be the bottom in the relationship.
Is that in character?
What does that mean?
You'll understand when you're older.
I don't understand what. Okay. Well.
Says the this 16-year-old to the 20-something.
Yeah.
You're 20 something.
It's not in
Wait
character.
a
I'm
minute.
21.
How old am I? Hold on.
Nova gets into her car and then she peeks out the window and says, I really don't know much. Did she do something bad?
I look at everyone else just kind of like behind the tinted windows, like, do we tell her, like, or just let her keep living her life?
That's what we're trying to find out.
We're trying to find out.
Oh. Okay. She rolls the windows back up.
I can't believe she's not a narc. Táoqì, you should have tipped her more.
I spent enough, apparently.
I see so many 5s on my fucking character sheet right now.
We tipped her?
No, you didn't. Which is
You
probably why she's not talking.
Right on.
I don't even remember her serving us.
She gave us the drink, right?
She did not. The bartender gave you the drink, gave Táoqì the drink. You guys just went up to talk to her.
Yeah, we didn't have to give her a tip.
So
This is the ideal world. We're not living in a tipping culture.
Oh, she didn't know anything.
I mean, maybe we should at least give the list to the captain, so they know who to look out for. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws.
Yeah, we need to make another copy of it, though.
Well, make a copy of it.
But I'm driving.
did you take the
paper.
list, or did you make a copy?
He wrote down the names as they were written on the sheet.
Okay. Did any of you touch anything in the apartment?
A door?
Okay.
We opened the fridge.
Fridge was booby trapped.
All right, are you guys heading back to?
Did Kaja? Did you touch the mattress looking for the strap?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. For sure. Pick under the pillows, probably.
That's her most kept secret. She can't let anyone know that she's got a fucking 14-inch bad dragon
She leaves
strap.
her hit list on the desk because that's fine. But
Yeah.
the bad dragon. Yeah.
I hate this. Why bad dragon?
She stole a dragon. Let's not be
She's
innocent
got-
about this.
She's got the money for like.
I
She
don't
did
like
steal a
this.
dragon.
What's
She's
bad
got
dragon?
the Amazon Prime 2-day. That's
Did,
dragon and alien dildos, dongs,
Oh.
and otherwise.
Oh my god.
Oh,
it's
okay.
mostly just furry.
Furry, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Did you just look it up?
I didn't know.
Oh
I see.
no! Paul is now ordering a
Yeah.
bad dragon dildo with a suction cup so that they can do the fucking dildo to us.
This is not a kid-friendly Avatar series.
No, absolutely not. This is the Nick at Night rated M.
I mean, so many people have died already, so
Oh, that
I
looks
mean,
like a
I may
snail.
or may not
I
have
mean,
decapitated
people
a
have
child.
died in the Avatar series.
and then they wouldn't
Hasn't
show
been
it on
as
it.
graphic.
Remember season 1 of Korra when there was a literal on-screen suicide?
Yeah.
That's why they stopped showing it on TV.
Yeah, they stopped at season 1. That was the end of Korra. Everything after that's just fan animation.
Okay, so you're heading to the police. I'm assuming City Hall. Making a copy on the way there with the
Yeah,
whoop whoop.
I'll copy it.
You guys come back. The older policeman greets you as you exit the car. He says things have been quiet on our end. How about you guys?
Well, there was a siren involved.
We kind of.
That's not what I.
Oh, okay.
What did you find at the apartment?
She's not a vegan.
The more important stuff, Arvine.
Oh, okay.
We found a strap!
She lives there. She's not on vacation, and I think she has a list for you. Point to Aki. Just kidding.
A list?
And I'll hand that over.
A hit list.
We copied it because I didn't want to take anything.
I'll hand
but-
him my list,
Yeah.
because I'd like to think that Arvine has the nicer handwriting.
Okay.
I'm basically a country hick and he's a city boy.
The policeman grabs his radio, or his walkie-talkie on his hip and
His
talks
ta-
into it.
his talkie-walkie.
We need a perimeter around Spirit Tech. We need to move locations. Can we get the captain over here? And Iki takes the list, sighs very heavily, and says, "Oh, okay." And she rubs her eyes a little bit. Says, "So, if we take this list at its word, Predict's hit is Mr. J.
Joker?
But we're not sure. We don't know for certain if the president is safe. We're gonna have to divert our perimeter." And she's kind of mumbling to herself, trying to decide the best course of action.
If I can provide a little input, President's probably more important.
Yeah, I'd keep her more guarded still.
Do you say this in
Maybe a 70-30 split.
Do you
in
say
character,
this
in character.
in
Yeah.
character? Okay. Iki next to you says, "Yeah, but Spirit Tech pays my wallet, so
Oh.
and the president's." So she kind of she tells the policeman to start splitting up the forces and putting a perimeter around Spirit Tech as well as City Hall. And you start seeing that some of the police are getting into vehicles and spreading out a little more.
One of
The
her
people that
right
were
to her hand.
the people that were on the rooftops, some of them start heading inside and heading down to the street level to get into a car as well. You start to get the feeling that when you mention Spirit Tech, it starts to happen.
Oh boy.
They've fallen prey to capitalism.
I'm so fucking mad at you, Paul.
Iki, I guess she says, "Thank you for this. Was there anything else there that we should know about, or did you just find this list?"
I mean, we found the list, but I don't know. Did it feel off to you guys?
I mean, it was on top of a table, so that is kind of weird, but
It seems like if you're gonna have a hit list, it'd be weird to leave it out on a table. I'd say if you go to the apartment, just be careful.
All right, thank you. And she looks up at the sky and says, you kids should be heading to a hotel. Do you guys live here?"
I sure don't.
no.
None of us.
Don't we have a hotel like somewhere in
No,
this
we don't.
area?
We have a hotel that we go to, but we don't live here.
If you want, you guys can stay at the police headquarters. We have some beds there if you don't want to pay for a hotel.
I sure don't want to pay for
That
a
would be
hotel.
fantastic.
And she yells out to the rookie cop, and you finally get his name. His name is Alzi, and he kind of rushes over and says, "Yes, ma'am," and he does a little salute. And he's you don't need to just, can you take these guys to the police headquarters? They're going to be staying at our lodgings. And he goes, "Yes, ma'am," and he puts his hand down from doing another salute. And he kind of says, can I have my keys back?"
Oh yeah. Yeah. Here you go.
"Oh, cool, thanks. All right. Come on in." And he opens the police car doors.
Before I get into the car, I'm gonna say, Captain Iki, just
Yeah, yes.
keep an eye on Renzen.
I'll try my best.
Then I'll duck on in.
All right. The rookie cop, he puts a CD in. You hear
Oh my god, they have CDs!
You hear some chilling tunes. Very
Chill
I'm
beats
blue
32.
dabba dee dabba da. Kind of few to them. As you guys are heading over to the police station, he's like bobbing his head along and singing to the music. You guys get to the police headquarters, and the old man is still at the receptionist's desk, and he looks up. He's like, "What?" And Ozzy,
What? What are they selling?
Ozzy's, I'm here. I'm here. These guys are going to be staying here." And old man kind of nods and goes back to what he was reading. Um, he takes you into the police headquarters, and it's a very kind of open concept with the desks being strewn all around. There's no like barriers between desks. Everything is kind of all together. There's like bulletin boards kind of wheeling around, and he leads you to a door next to the captain's office. That
Design is very Air Nation.
that has a that has stairs leading down, and there's a lovely area for police people to stay. There's a hallway and some rooms, and he opens a room, and there's it's bunk beds. There's 3 bunk beds lined against the wall. There's showers to the left, and some drawers. It's very minimalistic, but enough to live. Yeah, and Ozzy says, and he looks through his keychain that's attached to his hip, and it's got a lot of keys. So he takes them in, and he's going, "Oh, not this one, this one," and he and he hands you a key. This is so that you guys can go in and out of this room. And he goes over to the drawers and pulls out a piece of paper, some tape, puts it up, and you see that it says occupied, and pastes it on the door as he heads out. It says, well, have a good night.
Thank you. You too. What was his name? I forgot. I didn't write it down. Hold on.
It's
Halsey?
Halsey?
Halsey. That's right. Okay.
Halsey.
Ah, shit, I spelled it like Halsey without the H.
Oh, I thought you guys were saying Halsey this entire time.
Halsey.
I see. Aviator.
It's me. So
No shit,
Um,
the dark spirit's back from being dark long enough to give us that tidbit of information. Meanwhile, I'm still wearing the ring and deathly terrified.
you still are wearing the ring.
We should try something with that.
Should we?
Well,
Me
Can we
having
do it
fucking
tomorrow?
PTSD flashbacks to half my body burning.
I forgot to mention, there is a TV in the room. It's on top of the drawers. It's not like a new television.
It's the
Just a
first
CRT.
model ever
Yeah,
made.
it's one of literally one of the first models ever made.
One of those portable TVs that you have to wind.
Can I watch the news?
You sure can.
I don't know, can you?
Pixel density is too
Um,
large. You can't read words on it.
Then it takes you a minute to get the right satellite.
Satellite?
The news is basically stating as a warning for everybody to get out of the city, or if you're going to stay in the city, to stay in your homes. They're giving updates on the president's situation, saying that the amount of police force around City Hall has decreased and is now moving to Spirit Tech, and you see a shot of the captain looking a little confused and frustrated as she's talking to some people around her. There has been no word from President Geneva or the CEO of Spirit Tech.
I don't think. Is it normal to say what your police are doing when there's a murderer on the loose?
Yes, so this is where the majority of our police force will be, and this is where the other majority will be. Half and half.
I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather protect the president than the CEO.
Yeah, and we already know that Spirit Tech is already messing stuff up in the Southern Water Tribe.
Mhm.
We sure are. Can I?
Roll a history check, everybody.
Let me real quick. Let's check in on Indy. How's that thunderstorm going?
It's going pretty
Uh,
great. It's going great here,
Zero.
Weatherman-san.
Oh, history. A 12. Wow, everyone rolled so bad.
This is
Um,
my
Rolled a 0.
You got a nap.
Haru, you know that as you're discussing this, it kind of comes back to you that not a lot of people seem to like the CEO of Spirit Tech, obviously. But you did hear some rumors surrounding the president. But for the most part, the president is very well liked by the citizens of Republic City and the United Republic as a whole. The most of the citizens, she has one of the highest approval ratings of a president so far in their history, which hasn't been a lot of presidents, but she's doing pretty well for herself.
Hmm. I wonder if that would make her. No, she was definitely on the list.
All right, you guys heading to bed?
I mean, I don't know.
Are we experimenting with the ring? Because I feel like that could be potentially explosive. Very not bad. Not bad. Not good.
Not
Well,
bad.
Did we
Arvine's
have?
body.
just concerned about the spirit world because he's got buddies there.
Yeah, and I have what is essentially a nuke on my finger.
Yeah, but I'm more concerned about Javier. Because if he's well, I mean, I know that you can take a beating. I know that you can. But if he's corrupted, then we have the tools to stop that.
That's true. We could just try to uncorrupt him.
Yeah, but what if we can't? What if we can't save him? What if we let him out and all of a sudden there's a big angry spirit, in the bowels of the fucking police headquarters?
Well, I'd rather deal with that in the morning than now, if that happens.
We'll just put you in a cell before we do anything.
Be prepared to heal me because
It's a
I'm sure as
spirit.
shit that's gonna hurt.
Are you guys taking off your disguises at any point? Or?
I mean, my disguise is comfy. I don't need to change.
I'll
Okay.
take off the glasses and beard,
I'm
but I
fine.
like the hat.
Okay.
I'm still in mourning, so I'm still gonna wear my all black.
Okay.
I mean, my disguise is glasses and a jacket around my waist. Just take it off to fucking sleep.
So we're dealing with AVR in the morning.
Yeah.
That seems to be the consensus, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, what's the bunk order? There's 3 bunk beds, top and bottom.
I'm sleeping top bunk, far left side.
Okay. This is important. I need you guys to speak
I
up.
will also be taking a top bunk. I don't
Okay.
care.
Middle
I'll take
or right?
whatever's left.
Middle.
Same.
Actually,
Okay.
I'll sleep under Aki because, you know.
I
we've
mean,
been
honestly,
together.
who wouldn't want to sleep under Aki?
Um,
uh,
I don't want to be under Kaja.
So you're gonna be in
Wow.
Kaja farts in her sleep.
top or bottom bank, but bank
Bank?
bunk. The right.
Yes, I'll take Chase Bank up top.
Top or bottom, Haru?
Well, I thought all the tops were taken.
Oh, did Táoqì take
Two tops were
the
taken.
right top?
No, I didn't. I was just gonna take whatever.
2 top
Oh.
bunks were taken.
Then
the
Haru
bunk
will take
under
the top.
me is taken.
Okay, Haru top. Where are you, Táoqì? You have 2 bottom bunks to choose from, Kaja and Haru.
I guess after these rumors about farting, I'll take Haru's bottom bunk.
This
Okay.
is slander. This isn't true.
Okay. It's time for whispers.
Oh no.
Um,
I'm.
hello, camera.
Hi.
Ah!
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
So, as you're falling asleep, you're trying to get comfortable. You feel very relaxed as you settle in for bed. And you start feeling, you start not feeling the tips of your fingertips as you start relaxing, and the feeling of numbness starts to go up your through your hand to your arm until it encompasses your whole body and you can't feel anything.
Where's the
And
indent?
the what?
I'm trying to find the indent. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh, it's that bad boy.
Okay. You feel like your your mind starts separating from your body as your spirit lifts and you start to rise out of the bed and you start floating and come to a slow descend next to the bunk bed in between Kaja and Táoqì. And you look down and you recognize that you're in your spiritual form as your body lays limp on the top bunk.
Oh.
Everyone's kind of fast asleep around you, and you know from speaking with people around as you grew up and being near the spirit portal that this is your spiritual form, that you are disconnected from your body, but you do know that you are not in the spirit world. You're still in the bender's plane.
Hmm.
You start hearing whispers in your ear, and it sounds familiar, but you can't quite get a grasp on why. What are you going to do?
See if I can move firstly.
You can move. If you put your hand through objects, you can go right through them.
Oh. Then I'm gonna head towards the whisper.
The whisper, it's sort of in the direction of the spirit portal. And as you move closer, the whispers start becoming more familiar, and you have to move through the police headquarter walls and up and out into the city in order for it to become clearer, and you start recognizing the familiarity that this is the sister that is missing.
Oh God.
And the whispers aren't saying anything that you understand. It's in, you think it's another language, or maybe it's just gibberish, but it's not any words that you know.
While I was going towards it, did I like see anyone who was awake?
The rest of the party, I'm assuming, is asleep. And when you're going out of the police headquarters, the old man is kind of packing up shop. So you're walking out.
So no one like notices me.
No.
Okay. How close am I to the portal?
You're at the police headquarters right now, so
Let me look at
not
the map.
not very close. You kind of you're walking towards the coast as, and you
Oh, I
start.
see.
Yeah.
Huh.
It gets to a point where the closer you try to get to the spirit portal, it's just the same volume and understanding.
I'm just call out Hina to see if anything happens. Hello?
As you're walking, you see a kid that kind of just runs past you, doesn't seem to notice you when you yell out your sister's name. You don't hear a response back, and the world seems like muted, there's like you're listening in, but it's like as if you're listening but you're not there, like it's far
Oh.
away.
Mm-mm. Can I fly?
You can float.
As I get like farther from my body, does it feel any different?
No, it doesn't.
So like could I head towards the portal?
You could.
Okay, I want to do that.
Okay. Are you going to enter the portal?
Yes.
Okay. I will say, as you're walking towards the portal, halfway through, um, the the whispers in your ear become quieter and go back to how you were first hearing them. Um, but when you enter the portal, you feel this burst of energy go through you as you enter, and you see like it's almost as if you're seeing the spirit world in a different light. Um, it's not as colorful um, as it appeared to you when you first entered, and it's almost very similar to how the real world looks. There's no difference in the darkness or the colorful parts because it's just all the same.
What's the whispering sounding like now?
It's similar to how you first listened to it.
Is there still a direction?
Yeah, back. It's the way that you entered. You exit the portal. This whispering is behind you.
So can I just go to the like other side of the portal? See if it's still like behind me.
Yeah. As you start heading in that direction, the whispering becomes clearer, and but you still aren't able to understand it. Eventually, you come across a hole in the ground.
Oh.
It's it looks like it's deep, like you can't see the end of it. It's just darkness going down, but you're fairly certain that that's the source of your whispering.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to my body.
Okay. As you go back to your body, the sensation comes back to you in your fingers, and you can feel like a human again. And now we're going.
Stayed.
Hello.
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 Hey,
Did you
gang.
have fun talking about your Neopets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
My favorite was Piplup.
Yeah, me too.
I like Empoleon.
All right. So, you guys wake up the next morning to the sound of someone knocking on your door. Sounds like a frantic knock. Just
I'll hop up and open the door.
Wait, I'm naked.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. Come in.
Oh, okay. Halsey, the rookie cop, walks in, and he says, so I have some good news and some bad news.
What do we want first? Good news or bad news?
Give us the bad news first.
Yeah.
The bad news is that we still don't know where she is. The good news is we don't know where she is. So no one's been attacked.
Well, that is
I
better
don't-
than.
I don't feel very reassured.
I'm sorry.
I feel vaguely reassured.
I mean, at least no one's in danger right now. Like,
Yet.
yeah.
Oh, and other good news, you guys are have a present waiting for you outside.
That
Bonus good news?
From who?
I'm not supposed to tell you. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Arvine gets out of bed, still in his boxers, and walks over to get dressed.
Morningwood in full attention.
No, please no. I don't need to see this.
The Ozzy is
don't
gonna
look.
stand by the door until you guys are ready to leave.
I'm ready to leave.
I
I'll
hope
be right
it's
back.
a
I gotta
fucking
pee.
car, so we stop walking.
They got us all bikes. How nice.
We have matching tricycles.
Give mine some wind sails, and I'll
Actually,
get around
just-
real fast.
It's just one wheel. You have to decide
Oh,
what to do with.
If we're getting a bike, I want to clip a playing card to it so it sounds like a motorcycle while I'm riding.
Okay.
It's one of those bikes with like 5 seats, so like all of us can get on it.
Ozzy's like rocking back on his heels, just waiting for you guys. He starts tapping on his thighs.
I put some concealer under my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of those bags. And, oh, you're still okay? Yeah, we're ready. I'm ready.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's go. And he starts walking out. He leads you guys outside, and outside there is a white automobile,
Thank God.
with a bow on top.
Oh shit! It's my sweet 16.
And there is a note. Ozzy he's pointing excitedly at the windshield for you guys to look.
I'll grab it and read it.
I start, like doing the
Um,
whole and jump up and down excitedly and hold his hands while we're doing the same.
It's a small card, and on it says, every hero needs a ride, signed Asami Sato.
Oh shit!
You do care,
The
Mrs.
car
Avatar.
the car is white, which is most automobiles are black and have red interiors, but this one is white. And actually you wouldn't know. It's white. The interior of it is black. It's got some nice leather seats. But it's got two seats in front, and then it has a longer seat in the back so that you all can fit.
All-time shotgun dibs!
I call chauffeur.
Looks like the rest of you are riding, bitch.
And that is where we're ending the session.